Is there any level of speed permissible? I think that it's actually more previous video, no, but we put it in a brief. Yeah.
Okay. Quick one. So, is there any speed permissible? The right answer is no. There is no speed permissible by the law. Once you go over the speed limit, you are committing offense over speeding, and then you are liable for the offense. However, there are some misconception going around. Okay. But what we have to take into consideration is what the police officers say by themselves. There is an association called the Association of Chief Police Officers, and they have made guidelines for the police officers. And they say that if someone is driving 2 miles over the limit, the police officers should not think of prosecuting them.
Okay.
If it's 3 miles over the limit,
it's like a consideration.
It's a consideration. So, yes, it's permissible, but in the law,
it's not.
It's not permissible. So, normally, even if the police officer takes you to court for over speeding, maybe 33 in a 30 mile an hour, you can't say, oh, because the police chief officers say you can't do that, you shouldn't do that. Okay, but normally the police wouldn't do that. So that's the only permissible area. Okay, so when you go slightly above it, 2 miles, 3 miles, it's normally permissible. So that's what I can say about it.
Okay. My next question is about driving and then when the police stopped you, because where we are coming from, I think we are coming from a continent where technology is low, no records, and no cameras on the road. So you'll be seeing a policeman standing on the road, like Kumasi Accra Road, pointing a gun on you that you are speeding, blah, 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 and then he stop you. I think you don't often see in this country that police stopped. But when you go to the cities, like London, Manchester, Liverpool, and all kind of that, police stop cars, especially when it's Christmas. Yeah, because people are doing drinks and all kind of things. My question is, when the police stop you about speeding, what should you do? In the first, when they stop you, that accusing you that you are speeding, with no evidence, no speed camera, he's just following you, but he said you are speeding.
Okay, thank you for the question. So my quick answer to that, I'll be very brief again. My quick answer to that is that always, whenever you have a police encounter, just remain calm, never say a word. If you can say anything, it's just giving them your driver's license and then keeping quiet. The police they have a lot of duties when they stop a vehicle. And normally they wouldn't stop a vehicle if they don't have any evidence. So they might have some evidence. Don't challenge them on the evidence. Just keep quiet and then let them do whatever they are doing. The quicker they go, the better for you. Because there are a lot of things that they have to do. And once you engage with them, they delay. And then sometimes it reminds them of their duties. Okay, what are some of the things the police would have to do? When the police stops you, okay, in order for them to prosecute you for the offense of overspeeding, there is a certain way they have to say. Okay, it's quite specific. They have to give you a warning.
Okay.
The warning should be that I am reporting you for the offense, or I may be reporting you for the offense of overspeeding. Okay. And they can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. Sometimes they forget themselves and they say the words, you do not have the right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you, and blah, blah, blah. If a police comes to you and say that one, just thank God. Okay? Because you don't have to talk after that. Sometimes most of the police officers forget the fact that they are warning you, that they will report you, and replace it with a word, you have the right to remain silent, because that's the normal way they say to every crime, you know.
So when someone kills someone, you got arrested, these are the words they almost use.
They read them because of the rights to the person. You have the right to remain silent, blah, blah, blah. So when they say that to you, whatever, even if you're doing 1,000 miles an hour, you are gone. There's nothing they can do again because they did not report you. The law says they must report you.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a requirement to report. If they don't do that, that's gone. And if a police officer stops you, okay, the requirement is that if they're following you, okay, at the back of your car, they should have been following you on a straight line for a period of a mile.
Okay.
Okay. And sometimes they don't. So they just use the assumptions to think that, okay, they are speeding, they are going 70 miles, but the car is so far from them, it means you are overspeeding. That's not true. They have to gather the evidence, the physical evidence that you're overspeeding. So normally they should have a speedometer in their car, match it with your vehicle, and stay in a constant position for a period of a mile.
Okay.
Normally they can't do that. Okay. So when you keep quiet and then they say whatever they want to say, you can get the evidence back later on and you assess the evidence. But if you start engaging with them in such manners, then they may, okay, remind or remember to do their memoranda rights, which the memoranda rights, which says that, or remind themselves to warn you for the offense, especially when they are angry. But if they don't warn you, you are quiet. So quickly, the smartest move to do is make them quick and let them go, so that a lot of the duties they are supposed to do, they don't do them and they leave.
But when you start challenging
so
them,
when you start challenging them, they realize that, oh,
yeah,
okay, I didn't do this.
I learned this, I learned this.
Exactly. So that's, yeah.
One policeman, one policeman can stop you. A policeman, just a police officer in a car in the UK, driving, only him in the car can stop you.
Yeah. So yes, a single police officer can stop you, but a single police officer cannot prosecute you on their own.